What is going on, everyone? Original Biggie One back at it again. Here with the kickoff scrimmage of year 4 of Freebirds basketball. Hope everybody's doing well on this Thursday night. And we are just going to be watching instead of playing because I know that there's going to be some changes dealing with Freebirds basketball, especially dealing with changing the direction. Cross White is a potential draft. Same thing with Truscott, rather. And I totally forgot about the ABL. I need to do some more research on it as we develop and progress with college hoops as a whole. But here we go. First string going up against second string. What was that? Oh, this is going to be terrible. Cannon seems to be doing good, though. Again, we also have to make changes to the adjustments dealing with the audibles as well on the fly. And also just getting different perspectives of the different camera view. Yeah, second string's not looking good. Although they did get a rebound, so I'm perfectly content with that. Seeing Welsh did see more out of. Look at that block. Look at that block over there. 44's been doing good. Look with the block, 2 blocks so far. Oh, I thought that was a steal. Well, trying to get the rebound. If anything, at least would bring it the defense, that is. Good job getting to see. This is what I'm talking about. Fundamental basketball. And Razor on the foul. Dervik is in. Man, that second string, I don't know what's going on with that. The Razor got 2 points and doing pretty good. Good layup by Phillips. Orleans with the 3-pointer. Let's try this again. Mullins with the 3-pointer. Yeah, if anything, Cannon will be the go-to guy this year. See, I say that last year about being cross-white and he was a dud, so. Bait you. There we go. Oh yeah, Cannon should be the go-to guy this year. Still gotta do some changing of the position at point guard and shooting guard. Wide open. Oh, you couldn't shoot that, but then again, getting the rebound, that's important as well. By the way, also looking at the attributes for people like Welsh, Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Good layup though. Good job by Welsh getting the rebound. Wide open. Got the fast break going. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Who are you? Who are you? Tell me out. Who are you? Who are you? Oh, don't tell me it's... That Cannon? That was Cannon. Oh, this is gonna be... That's awesome and terrible at the same time. Oh, this is gonna be... It was a funny moment, but still, we can't have that, especially dealing with conference play. Because I'm planning on winning the division, or winning the conference rather, this year, year number 4. A lot of bricks tonight. Oh, and Cannon with the block. Getting blocked. Wasn't a bad scrimmage. Good job getting that steal. But again, also see about the changes. Again, we have to go to man-to-man, dealing with the adjustments moving forward. And again, dealing with the recruiting, again, going with defense all the way. Earlier we saw Bates doing some free throws. It's pretty good. I think just getting him to the line would be substantial. Wolf with the rebound. Wolf has been on fire with rebounds. That's the reason why he's converted to a center. Rush with the three. And it is all but over. Yeah, not too bad. Let's take a look at the box score and see what adjustments I need to make. All right, so Cannon had 9. Clemens had 5. Phillips had 4. But looking at the rebounds, so we have Bates with 1. None from Gaines. Cannon has 1. Clemens has 4. And Phillips has 7. Again, 2 steals. So again, he will be the enforcer this year on defense. As we take a look at the other Reaper team. Again, Walsh with no points, but 1 assist and 2 rebounds. Again, he was 0 for 8 field goals. So yeah, he's not starting. Not anytime soon. See, Stapley with 2 points and 2 rebounds. We have Thornton with 2 points and 1 rebound. Razor with 6 points and 3 rebounds. And again, Wolf with no points but 5 rebounds. So I think between Wolf and Phillips, then Clemens with 4 and Razor with 3. So not too bad dealing with the power into center. So they should get some more time up ahead. But overall, not too bad dealing with the scrimmage. So we'll get out of here. Take a look at the season preview. Actually, we do recruiting right now. Good. All right, so we got Rex Caton out of Birmingham, Alabama. And let's go with the people that we know. So let's take a look at at least the first row. So Rex Caton. Take a look at the game tape. Give it a ship. And then let's do the scout recruit game and let's give it to Gilbert. Then let's also do the email recruit. So he is at a 72. Juan Buchanan. Give it to Ship this time. Dealing with Catan, his shot at a B+, so that's not too bad. Let's take a look at another Grigovic. Let's give it to Reeves. So he is at a 71. Leave him alone. Let's give it to Ship. Then let's do the form recruit and the email. You know, let's email to Ship as well. And Howie Goodson. Everybody is up in the 70s now. We're getting there at least. So Tracy Wetterman out of Richardson, Texas. So not too bad. Everybody is getting up to 70s, which is pretty good. At Yaga. Oh, Agala. Let's go with that. So his shot is a B, so that's not too bad. And out of Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's also take a look at Lonnie Winter. Let's give it to Ship. And then let's give Gilbert the recruit as well. Not in the 70. Now he's at a 70. Oh, not too bad. Dealing with the first row. Let's see what else is dealing with the second row. All right, so let's go after Philip Flowers. Let's do an email recruit. Give it to Gilbert. Really nothing too interesting, just a lot of star recruit. The only change outside of point guard with the small forward is Wetterman. Overall, not too bad dealing with the opening, dealing with the... Alright, so let's make the changes. The first recruiting priority is defense. Second would be let's stay with athleticism. Offensive playbook motion. I don't know. I think we need to change that. I mean, unless you want to go all plays. Because to be honest, the motion is not working. Let's see, full out, flex. I wouldn't mind doing the flex. I mean, try that. But dealing with defense, we're going all man to man. And we make that change from a four-court trap to a four-court press. A full court press. Words, Obi-Wan. Damn. Anyway. Keep everything out always. And I think this is the time to bump everything up to 100. Might as well. Again, dealing with the sliders, we will add in the sliders after year 7, heading into year 8. Minutes will remain at 5 minutes till we get to year 7. From year 7 to 10, it will be 7 minutes, and then we could probably bump up to maybe 15. Trying to get at least more of a simulated legacy dealing with the Reapers. We will see moving forward. I think the same will probably go with Reapers football as well, because when we get to year 10, it will be 10-minute quarters. And the other difference is that it's 2 halves in basketball. as opposed to football is 4 quarters, but so let's take a look at the rosters real quick. So we don't have a point. I mean, oh shit. His overall is a 47. He should be banned from the team. Oh, 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 bruh. Oh, ah, that's not good. 40, man. All right. See, Gaines' ability is a 3-point. I didn't see him use the 3. And the kickoff scrimmage. What happened to that? All right, so who should be number 1? I think Bates should be the number 1. With Gaines at the 2. Yeah, let's make that change right now. All right, so we have a number 1 in Bates. Gaines will be the 2. But I really want to look at for this. All right, so we have Bates at the 1, Gaines at 2. We have Cannon as the 3. Clemens as the 4. Phillips as the 5 with Wolf as the 6. I don't know. I mean, going back and forth, I mean, Durvik has been doing okay as well, so. If anything, you could probably swap out Phillips for Wolf. Or we could move Clemens for Wolf. Yeah, so 6'3", 6'4", 6'9". Another 6'9" in Clemens. Phillips is a 6'9", and then Wolf is 7 foot. If anything, I think that's fine as it is. Yeah, Thornton is a 74. And then Razor is a 74. Durvik is a 72. Works is a 64. Wallace is a 62. Stapley is a 62. Mullins is a 61. Carney is a 61. Wong is a 54. And Welsh at 840s, man. Dealing with the rotations. My thing is who will be a decent number 2 at point guard. I mean, unless if you want to go 7 deep. But again, trying to use everybody. Well, let's be honest. I'm not going to use everybody. I mean, unless you want to make Welsh shade number 2. see, Stapley is. But I think that should be okay as it is for right now, at least. Yeah, that's the primary rotation. The alternate rotation would be. See, but that's what I'm really concerned about is dealing with the second string because the second string really isn't that good. I mean, it's a downgrade from year 3. You know, going from a 91 to an 82 and exit out of the conference tournament. Take a look at the schedule. Opening against Alapauso. My apologies for butchering the college. Open up against Valpo. And then going immediately into conference play, we are going to face Wyoming and Holy Cross. Correction, Holy Cross. There we go. Oh, Illinois as well. Outside of that, I mean, it's just conference play left and right. I'm thinking that we need to win the conference in order to have a chance at the postseason. Let's go to the preview show.
Welcome to 2K Sports Studios. I'm Greg Gumbel with Clark Kellogg. We're here with the 2K Sports Season Preview Show. These are the top 5 teams in college hoops as we begin the new season. The Maryland Terrapins come in as the #1 ranked team, followed by Wisconsin, Florida, Arizona, and Michigan State. What do you think of the top 5 teams going into the year, Clark?
I like the potential of each of these teams. I think all of them have a chance to win the championship this year. They're poised, loaded with talent, hungry, and very eager to prove themselves this coming year. I think each of these teams would be a dream to coach.
The Maryland Terrapins are projected as the favorites here in the early going. These are the defending national champions, and they're getting a lot of respect going into this season.
Usually, last year's champs get the benefit of the doubt in the first poll of the next season. So we'll find out soon enough if their position in the top 5 is based on reputation or is warranted.
Wisconsin is in the #2 spot. One bit of good news for them, they have last season's leading rebounder coming back for another year.
With that low post presence already established, they'll have a little bit of swagger heading into the season. I look for them to be sharp right from the start.
Florida comes in as #3. They had a wonderful year last season, finishing with 24 wins.
That 20-win plateau is one of those benchmarks in college hoops that immediately classifies you as an elite team. So they're going to have a tough act to follow. But if they simply play to their potential, they can reach that mark again.
Arizona starts the year as the 4th-ranked team. They've got a whole crew of high school Mr. Basketballs on this team.
A team is usually happy to land one Mr. Basketball, but with the number they have, this could be a golden era of basketball success at this university. There is nothing but good times ahead.
Michigan State is the #5 team. They bring back 4 starters, and that should pay huge dividends for them this year.
I can't tell you what an advantage that is for them. There's so much turnover in the college game these days that having 4 starters coming back is almost unfair, Greg.
Here's the next group of teams in our preseason top 25. What's your impression of that set of teams?
These teams might not be in the top 10, but you better not overlook them. I would venture to say that several of these teams will win their conference and surprise people in the tournament.
The Cincinnati Bearcats, the number 8 team, have been talked about quite a bit as we head into the season. They're a tough team, but they're going to have a very hard time surviving that vicious conference they're in.
They're ranked highly now, but they're going to have to play a lot of tough games in that conference, and if they're not consistently playing at a high level, we could see them slip a bit.
The Oklahoma State Cowboys, the number 13 team, have also generated a lot of interest. They had a nice finish to the year, but it ended with a disappointing loss in the regional final.
They were so close to the Final Four, they could taste it. And the memory of that Elite 8 loss should be all the motivation they need this year to work just that little bit harder. We'll see if they can get over the hump this time.
Okay, Clark, let's take a look at the teams that close out the preseason top 25 poll. What do you think of this collection?
This looks to me like the deepest preseason top 25 poll we've seen in years. I think there are teams even all the way back in this group that are legitimate national championship contenders.
The USC Trojans, the number 16 team, probably deserve a closer look. They only have 2 of 5 starters returning from last year, so they'll need to establish some chemistry quickly.
I don't think it'll be a problem for them. The 2 players they do have coming back were glue guys on that squad last year, and they'll hold everything together this season as well.
The Texas Longhorns, the number 23 team, are also worth keeping an eye on. They have no fewer than 3 former high school Mr. Basketballs on this team.
There are a lot of differences between the high school and college games, but give me 3 former Mr. Basketballs, and I think I could field a pretty good team, just like the one we're looking at.
As usual, we have a lot of new coaching hires to tell you about as we start the season. You now see all the coaches who will be heading to new programs. Some very substantial changes can be seen, that's for sure. The Syracuse coach is one of the hires that drew a lot of media attention. The Syracuse Orange have a lot of fans that are delighted to have a coach of his ability, Clark.
He's never been to the Final Four, but he's hoping that this will be the coaching stop that gets him there. And this university and its fans are hoping the exact same thing.
The Northwestern coach also made a move to a new school, and that's generated some excitement on that campus. The Northwestern Wildcats are a team looking to rebuild under their new leader.
His personality and this university seem to be a perfect match for each other, Greg. Some coaches' styles are just better suited to certain parts of the country, and this is one of those ideal matches.
We now head to the part of the show where we break down the top players in the nation and show you our preseason All-American list. What you see before you is the cream of the crop in college hoops. What a list. The Duke Blue Devils are pinning their hopes squarely on this young man's shoulders, Clark.
Worthington is the first player on the list for good reason. He was his team's leading rebounder a year ago, and he looks poised to claim that title again this year. He brings unbelievable physicality to the court and plays a tough, intense brand of basketball.
As for our next first-teamer, Maryland is more than willing to go into battle with him, Clark.
Reyes
is simply a spectacular player. A second-team All-American pick last year, he's making the jump to the first team based on the huge upside he showed us. Look for his scoring to pick up even more this year.
Next up is a player that's drawing comparisons to some of the all-time college greats. The Duke Blue Devils are fortunate to have him in their corner.
Cohen is one of my favorite players in the country. Feels like this guy's been playing college basketball forever. This will be his 4th year as a starter. But I still don't take him for granted, and I think this will be his best season of all of them.
Let's move on to a player who's worked very hard to earn his spot on the list. The Duke Blue Devils can depend on a solid effort from him each and every night.
Gorell is going to play a huge role in his team's success. He's a former high school Mr. Basketball he was Arkansas's Mr. Basketball in high school. A player who is used to being such a dominant force usually carries that confidence with him to the next level. And that's exactly what we've seen with him in going from high school to college.
And finally, we have another superb player to round out the first team. The away team will probably get used to seeing him make the impossible look ordinary.
Phillips is going to have his own personal highlight reel by the end of this season. We always talk about the guys with great hands. Well, he's got great feet. I love those happy feet. There are few players in the nation with better footwork than him, and that's what allows him to always be in the right position, whether it comes to rebounding or finding space for an open shot.
Now let's move on to the second team All-Americans. Not such a bad list, huh? These elite players all have the potential to have historic seasons if the right pieces fall into place. The USC Trojans have built their team around this young man's talent, and I'd say that's a pretty good idea.
Robertson was close to a spot on the first team, but there was too much competition this season. He takes a lot of pride in his ability to create for his teammates. His numbers back that up as he averaged more than 5 assists per game last season.
His teammates love playing with him. They know if they just fill the lanes and move without the ball and stay ready, he'll get them an easy look.
Our next player is a tremendous talent in his own right. Georgetown is in for a great year if he lives up to his potential.
Gamboa is in the spotlight for all the right reasons.
His impact on a game isn't limited to his defense and scoring. Perhaps his biggest role is that of dime dropper. He led his team in assists last season, and his ability to distribute makes him even more dangerous.
We can all look forward to some very exciting highlights from this young man this year. The UCLA Bruins are looking for a lot of production from him, and they probably won't be disappointed.
Barton
Is at the crux of his team's postseason hopes.
It isn't out of the realm of possibility to say that he might even be a little bit underrated. I know it seems far-fetched to say that about a preseason All-American pick, but I'm not sure people realize just what a huge year he's in for, Greg.
Our next All-American may have designs on the first team by the end of the season. Kansas has one of the most reliable go-to guys in the country in him.
Bradshaw is one of the great talents in the college game today.
He was a tremendous rebounder last season.
He came away with an average of 5 rebounds a game. That's just another aspect of his game that I expect to get better this season, and that's frightening to even think about.
And here we have the final player on our list of All-Americans, the Georgetown Hoyas. Know who their fan favorite is going to be this year.
Battle is ready to have a breakout season. He stands 7 feet tall and plays center.
He's a big man who knows how to use his body. He doesn't hesitate to throw himself around, and if he gets going early in the game, watch out, because then he's unstoppable.
All right, Clark, that about wraps things up. On behalf of State Farm and the crew, I'd like to thank you again for joining us on the 2K Sports Season Preview. We'll see you during the season. So long, everyone.
Yeah, hopefully Phillips could get more than a point and a rebound for him to be an All-American. All right, so let me go and finalize the rosters. Okay, so we have Bates at the 1, Gaines at 2, Cannon at 3, Clemens at 4, Phillips at 5. You know, if anything, we could probably swap Wolf for Clemens and then have Clemens be the 6. Because I'm trying to maximize the best talent I have, because let's be honest, everybody else is kind of, well, you know, kind of doo-doo. Anyway. So Bates at the 1, Gaines at 2, Cannon at 3. Yeah, Wolf at 4. Phillips at 5, and then Clemens at 6. I don't know, and we'll see as the weeks progress, because we have 2 74s in both Thornton and Razor. Again, both small forward and a power forward. At the same time, you look at this team and you say to myself, this team should be dangerous. Should be. But still not, because again, we're coming off a 14-13 season. Happy to see that we may progress and head into the conference tournament, but that's really about it. Exit out in the first round. Right, so we have Gaines We have a extra shooting guard. I don't think so. I know we have a lot of centers. I know that. Especially seeing as that we're going more defense. We have a lot of power forwards. All right, so that works as the world. Wait, he's a 64. Razor is a 74. Do we have any small forwards? We don't have any small forwards. I think he would be perfect for a small forward, although Cannon is a 3-point person as well, so. But yeah, we don't have any. But we have two. Okay. We got Stapley. And we have Thornton as well. See, so who should be a small forward? I think we could move Cannon to a small forward. He is a small forward. Even though he's a power forward. Okay, so let me just move Cannon from power to small. If I can find him. Right in front of you, Obi-Wan. All right, so we have Bates at the 1, Gaines at 2, Cannon at 3, got Wolf at 4, Phillips at 5, and then we have Clements as the 6. We have Thornton at the 7, we got Razor at the 8, we got Durvek at 9, Works at the 10, Wallace at the 11, and Stapley at 12. And everybody else is reserved, which is perfectly fine. Again, I think we may need to. Can we get rid of Welsh? That's what I want to know. Because I mean, looking at his attributes is not good. Not good at all. Especially his rebounding. Because his rebounding is, like I said, it's. And his dunks of, yeah, let's get rid of him. I mean, see if I can get rid of him. And I mean, if not, that's perfectly fine, so. Or can I do it after? Back to the schedule. Let's finalize the rosters. This is your final day to set your roster. Would you like to stop simulation, make cuts, or adjust red shirts? No. See what's going on dealing with everything. dealing with. Oh, I don't think we can. And if not, that's perfectly fine. He's just not going to play. But also looking at the class. So Stapley is the senior, and then Phillips is the redshirt senior. And then we also have Mullins as the senior as well. Got Dervik as the junior, along with Works, Wolf, and Cannon. So they will all be seniors next year. So again, we have to work on, again, recruiting. But dealing with recruiting as of right now, like we only have nothing but point guards and the small forwards. All right, so dealing with the recruiting this week. Then we got Buchanan. Let's work more on him. So now is the time to offer scholarships. So again, he's a point guard. So whose defenses? I know that Catan is a B plus. Gerlach. I just like the name. So let's work on people who defense is like B or higher. So give him a scholarship. Gilbert. Well, let's also work with, see his stats. Yeah, I don't think he's fit. If anything, I just know his shot is a B minus, which, you know, that's saying a lot. Seeing as that we still can't shoot. Yeah, I know Buchanan's shot is a B minus. Athleticism is a B, so that's perfectly fine. Size a C plus. Don't know about his potential and IQ. But right now he's in the lead. Well, he's in second place with a 70. 71 is Gerlach. Like Gerlacher. I don't know. But let's give him a scholarship. Let's give it to Gilbert. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's number one now. Let's do a... Like, let's give everything to Gilbert. Might as well. So, got him to a 76. So... he could be good. Maybe. From Houston, Texas. 6'1", yeah. So if he becomes the next Reaper, words will be one. If he can become the next Reaper and take a look at his shot, see his athleticism, see what's going on, he could be good moving forward. Same thing with Catan. So let's give... The Catan is also a point guard, but... Let's take a look at... Look at Kane. At Chaz Kane. So nothing about his shot or his defense or his... You know, we're just going to skip him entirely. That's what we going to do. All right, so let's look at 3-star recruits. Let's take a look at James Sigovic. I don't know, but he's a 3-star recruit, so let's take a look at him. Let's have Ship take a look. Let's offer him a scholarship. Let's give it to Gilbert. Let's have Ship with the recruiting. Then give Gilbert the form recruit. Email recruit, let's give it to our head coach. And he is at a 62, so that's not too bad. Let's see, 58, 62. Dealing with the power forwards, let's take a look at. That's Kane again. Small forwards. See, I had a 63. I led Danley. His size is a B plus, so that's good. But again, dealing with a 1-star recruit, I don't know about that. But yeah, we are not ready for 4 and 5 recruits. I'm happy that we could get a few 3-star recruits, maybe a Mr. Basketball, but I don't think we're ready for that just yet. All right, so right now it's Buchanan. Got Emerson, Gerlach at a 71. 68 is a Catan. It's dealing with a shooting guard. Out of 2-star recruit. See if we have a 3. Emery Reeves, Dallas, Texas. But looking at his potential, I'm not sure yet. His shots a B, defense at a B plus, so we might as well take a shot at him. Let's give it to Gilbert. Let's give Ship also the game tape. Through to Gilbert. And look at that, Reeves is at a 70, so that's not too bad. Okay, let's also take a look at our Stanley. That's Byfield. That's Aldo Tucker out of Albuquerque. See what's up with him. So nothing yet on his shot. Do you know his size though? Let's give him the form recruit. No, let's also offer him the scholarship. And let's give it to Gilbert. And let's give Ship the game take. Again, Reeves the regular. And so he moved up to a 69. So that's not too bad. So we have Buchanan, we have Gerlach, got Reeves at a 70, and then we have Tucker at a 69. Got Catan at a 68. Can we just do the recruits? So, but he's okay at a 60. Hold on. Let's see, let's give it to Ship. For Grackles. Let's take a look at him. So his shot is a B+, so that's not too bad. Out of Charlotte, North Carolina. The size at a C+, so he's not too bad. We will see moving forward when the year gets started. All right. Looking at the confidence, so we have Bates at a 75, Gaines at a 68, we have Cannon at a 72, we got Wolf at a 76, and Phillips at a 87. We might... Wolf is a... Let's move him to a Powell. All right, cool. So if we go back to the home. There we go. So again, 75 for Bates, 70, or my bad, 68 for Gaines, 72 for Cannon, 76 for Wolf, and a 87 for Gain for Phillips. I know, all over the place now that Truss White and Truscott and Boy Bryan is gone. Anyway. That. And also have to work at the okay. We have 2 weeks until the opening against Valpo. Take a look at recruiting again this week. This whole thing dealing with recruiting back and forth week to week. I mean, it is tiring because it's a lot easier in college football. I mean, it is different. It's a lot different from recruiting any other place, so. I mean, as we take a look around places like Louisiana, nothing too much at whoa. Alrighty then, so let's work with Buchanan because he's at an 81. So let's take a look at this recruit at home. I don't want Reeves to visit Buchanan. That's going to be bad for everybody. You're going 6 feet deep or over or under. Or technically below sea level, but let's give it to Ship. Give Gilbert the usual farm recruit. And so he only moved up 1 from an 81 to an 82, so that's not too bad. Take a look at Gerlach. And let's give it to Ship as well. See, request the game ticket. Let's give everything to Ship. We'll give it to everybody except the head coach. Even though the head coach doesn't know anything as well, so. And so he only moved up one from a 71 to 72. See, Reeves at a 70. So he will remain at a 71. See, Oklahoma, nothing. Arkansas, nothing. See, New Mexico. It's at a 69. Let's take a look at Tucker. Oh, he's up to a 70, so not too bad. And then let's also take a look at the email. So I guess it's the head coach as well. Only 40% for McCommon or McCroman. Just butchering names left and right. It's unbelievable. All right, so at a 40 right now. So let's see, Arizona, nothing. Nothing. Like Kansas, Missouri, Jersey, and out the world. What about Canada? Nothing in Canada. Again, Catan and Alabama. He's at a 70, so that's good. The Mississippi, nothing. Nothing in Sure, Vic. At the 65, but I'm not sure about. Oh, we might as well try, so. Out of 66. And we have a 3-star out of Donnie Henderson. Let's have Ship take a look. Gilbert. And Henderson is catching up. His shot's a B+, so might keep him on the radar. Size is a B. All about added to the target list. All right, so add Henderson to the target list. All right, so let's add Buchanan to the target list. Add Gerlach to the target list. Add Reeves. Looking at Reeves being a 3-star prospect, let's add him to the list as well. I wonder if it was, is it 5, 8, or 10? It's on the list. Let's do 5. Add Tucker to the list. And then Catan to the list. Because Buchanan's at 82. Have competition and people going out this week. Get to Thursday. Get to Thursday, do some more some practice. Let's work on not deny position. Of course, it's going to be grab rebound, but the on post defense. Try Razor. Oh, the timing is still off. But that's the thing, dealing with timing. It's all about timing this year. And to be honest, Razor is not too bad as well. Timing. I need to work on timing. Shit. A good job. Even though he got the damn rebound. Yeah, still need to work on timing. Anything, just really need to take a day to understand not only timing but also dealing with people's shots. See, attack basket, 3-pointer, medium. Also work on passing drill. See, so base is let's work on base because again, he is the starting point guard. So yeah, I think passing is kind of a necessary. Ah, there's the thing dealing with the bounce pass. He got in front of it though, so that's good. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, Bates will probably be not remain at point guard. All right, so let's advance the week. If anything, we do need to work more on the passing, dealing with Bates moving forward. So there we go. All right, so let's head to the final. Get dealing with recruiting last 2 weeks. Then we will open up against Valpo. Again, I'm surprised there's no season preview or anything like that. See, because looking at the schedule, see, the signing period starts, so that's we're heading into the signing period ending. So it's just week to week. So let's go back into recruiting at an 86. So let's go with Buchanan. So let's work on. It's the high hand. So let's go with this recruit at home. And seeing as that Reeves is too scary to see him in person, give or take, let's give it to Ship. Give it to Gilbert. Gilbert is at a Impact, has Buchanan at an 87. I guess an email from Reeves as well. So 87 overall. Let's see, dealing with Gerlach. Gerlach. Let's do it at home. Let's give it to Ship again. Then the phone recruit, give it to Gilbert as well. That's at a 76. Take a look at everything. So again, Buchanan at 87. Gerlach. Gerlach. My apologies. Jeez. Hopefully, Kurt can, not Kurt, yeah, word shit. All right. Kurt Kellogg. There we go. Hopefully he can announce, because I think that's Gerlach. Maybe the H is silent. I don't know. So let's take a look at Reeves. Take a look at, and let's just give the email with Reeves. And so he is at his 72. Dealing with Tucker out of Apple Cookie. So let's just give Gilbert and bump him up to a 71. Hatan. Give it to Gilbert as well. And hopefully we could get Grakos. Get him to at least a 70. Or he will remain at 69 forever. I mean, that's perfectly fine. I mean, at least Rick's is at a 68, so that's good. Or Gurkovic. Wait, A. Who's an A? Silverlock. Let's take a look at him. As a matter of fact, let's just add him to the target list. Because 3-star recruit, defense at an A, his skills a B minus. And he's a center. Yeah, let's put him on the list. So that's not too bad. Hopefully we could get Buchanan by the beginning of the signing period or near the end heading into the season. All right, let's move to Friday. Probably do some more training as well. All right, so let's give Bates at the dribble. Let's give him post offense. Oh, this should be fun. At least downs to fadeaway, so. Yeah, if I need to look at the recording and see what I did wrong. Oh, and of course I missed a shot. That's surprising. Hit the shot. That's good. Yeah, post offense is something I need to work on again. Again, stick to defense. I think that's the strategy moving forward. As a matter of fact, let's go back and see what's going on. Because I think rebounding is still important moving forward. And let's work with to be honest, their rebound really doesn't mean anything. Because I mean, Razor at an 85. And we have Gordon at an 81 rather. At a 72. Work with work. Let's work with Wolf. Oh, I didn't get that rebound? I got the rebound. I mean, would be good if I put on the music, but okay, let's go with that. Alrighty then. Did the training for the week. Turn back home. Getting into the final week. Again, would be kind of good if I unmute the Xbox. That'd be great. College hoops, let's get it.
Welcome, everyone, to the 2K Sports Studios. I'm Greg Gumbel with Clark Kellogg. Just ahead on College Hoops Tonight, we'll recap the biggest games of the week, as well as preview some of the big-time matchups that we'll be seeing across the land in the next week of college hoops. But we begin with a special player who was an easy choice as our Player of the Week in college basketball.
Robbins is a favorite to win this award every week, Greg, and he gets it this week. If there is anyone who doesn't consider him one of the best players in the country, just take a look at his last few performances.
It was a magical week for him, Clark, no doubt about it. The fans really got behind him as the points kept piling up, and you could see him feed off their energy. He's a cult hero to those people now, and if he has a few more weeks like this one, he'll be one of the all-time legends at that university. There were some fantastic matchups this past week, so let's take a closer look at them in our Games of the Week. We were treated to a matchup between two teams in the top 25. Georgia Tech overpowered Oregon.
It was a real treat to see these teams both come to play in what turned out to be a fantastic game. They showed us why they deserved their spots in the top 25. This was an entertaining and fun game to watch. Gates was not going to be denied. His 35 points led all scorers. Watching him basically put his teammates on his back and single-handedly carry them to the victory in a big game situation like this was stupendous.
Although this next contest seemed predictable enough, one of the best teams in the country suffered a severe shock to the system. Houston got the better of Maryland.
This is one of those upsets that no one could predict here, Greg.
Maryland is going to lose their spot at the top of the poll for sure after this loss. Houston played some absolutely stifling defense. They made the guys on the other side work for every basket, and you can see that reflected in the shooting percentage. They never let up on the defensive end.
They were really able to get into the head of their opponents with their strong, sticky, saran wrap defense. Anytime you can throw a team's rhythm off in the half court, you know you're playing tough defense.
Now let's take a look ahead to the games that get top billing on the schedule in the days to come. This will be a fantastic battle. This is shaping up to be a prototypical style versus style matchup. Great scorers on one side of the court, great defenders on the other. This is going to be a real showdown. And there's another game on the agenda that's too juicy to ignore. I'm looking forward to this game just like everybody else. This matchup has the possibility of becoming quite a little rivalry because these teams match up so well against each other, and it's always a heated atmosphere when they're on the court together. That'll do it for us here in the studio. For my partner, Clark Kellogg, I'm Greg Gumbel. Thanks for watching College Hoops Tonight, brought to you by State Farm, the #1 auto insurer. Enjoy the exciting week of college hoops action to come.
All right, so what we could do is that we can scouting up until Valpo, and then Saturday we could open Valpo. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so going to get on Monday. All right, let's hit it to recruits. 91 for Buchanan. So let's get Buchanan. Let's give it to Ship. And then Gilbert. That got him to a 92. So he's at a 92. Gerlach. Let's invite to campus. Let's give it to everybody. Oh. So for Gerlach, he is at a 79. Dealing with Reeves. Gilbert. And so he's at a 73. Dealing with Tucker. 72. With Catan. He's at a 72. See if we could get for Gracos. 70. And he is at a 70. See if we could get Ricks. What's the game tape? Handed up to Ship. How about the email recruit? And nowhere to be found. And dealing with the other 3-star recruit, the center, dealing with maybe the S is silent. I don't know. So the Vakalak. But he's at a 67, so the WC Rick, so or flying out it actually do any up into I mean it is Thursday. Let's work on let's do more bonus drills. And then next time we will open with the home opener. Or open it up Tier 4 against Vapo. So let's work on I gotta work on passings. Oh, good job getting to it. Why did I go for that? Get to like. All right, so let's also work on. I guess we have to work with Osha as well. I jumped it. Ah. So not too bad. All right, so let's get out of here. Let's do a little bit of practice. And then next time we will open up starting the season year 4 against Valpo. Again, appreciate all the original ones tuning in. Be back with more of Reapers basketball. Again, we made some improvements last year. Actually had a winning season. Actually made it to the conference tournament before losing in the first round. So let's take a look at let's practice with everybody. With anybody and everybody, that's good. So looking at the overall, so 87, 88 on offense, 87 on defense. Team Unity added 38. I don't know about that. Again, even though we had a winning season, we still didn't get into the tournament. Still didn't win the conference and the summit. Still need to find a better camera than regular 2K, even though 2K is really standard. Anyway. It's got that hop step. Ah, rejected. Damn. See, but that's the thing. Nobody is covering the inside to get the offensive rebound. Cannon was wide open on that one. Also, don't pass it to the inside. Oh, you couldn't get that? What? Ah. Also, why? There we go. And rejected again. Wolf with the block. And again, that defense is going to be scary. If we can get scary, why are you... I think Cannon will be Cannon will be the best shot this year dealing with year 4. Why is nobody not inside trying to get the rebound? That works as well. So wide open and got the oh, what happened? Ah, he was right there. Yeah, Phillips. Fuck, man. Oh, we're ignoring Cannon wide open. Say so. Fourth, rather. Oh, not going to run the play. Oh, got the block. Wide open. Oh, that block. Yeah, we're about to wrap it up. Going in on 2 hours. Yeah, that's a good way to end. Matchup. Yeah, so appreciate everybody tuning in, checking me out. We will open next time going up against Valpo. And then heading into conference play. Then we have Illinois and then Wyoming. But to be honest, it's just mainly dealing with conference, and that's what we're trying to win our conference for the first time in school's history. So, not sure if we're doing morning redemption, but y'all have a good evening. Have a good Friday. I will see y'all hopefully tomorrow night. Take care and stay original.